Hi there, this multiplication timetable using DataGrid, and I've also used a title text box here. Okay, I've just titled it multiplication of whole numbers. So the second part of this tutorial, I will show you how this is created. It's sort of like simple, but you have to be consistent with the way you write the action script. So let's go to Flash development environment and get this out of the way. Okay, to start with, I'm just going to change this background to something gray. Just sort of like give it 666. That should give me a gray color. Okay, so that's the background I intend to use. And the next thing I'm going to do is just to enter a text box here. And this text box is get a property out of the text box. Uh, I have the default font. Let me make that font about 30, and area, that's fine, bold. So let me just type in the multiplication. Come here, multiplication of whole numbers. Okay, now just sort of like make this size about 476. That's the width, and the height, I'll make that about 41.5. Okay, that's the height. Now the color white. Okay, that's fine. And let me just align it center. The next thing is decided I'll go to Windows, and from the component which I already have here, click on the component, and I will now select my DataGrid, which is right here. Select it. That's my DataGrid right there. Collapse this component right back. Okay, that's it right there. So the size of my DataGrid, let me just sort of like make that 483.95, and the height, I'll make that 265.70. Okay, that's my DataGrid right there. Some other properties that I'll set includes as follows. Heading, okay. Scroll, I'm going to delete the scroll, I don't need that. Sort table, I don't want the sort table on, so I'll leave that. Take that off. Auto scroll off. Horizontal to scroll off as well. I'll just leave it like that. So the next thing I'll do is I might as well just give that layer, let me give it a name. Let's just call it multiply. Okay, that's my layer right there. Next thing, let's create another layer. This layer will be called actions. Okay, so my actions layer, I right click, select actions, and I will declare a variable time times table times table 1, then column object, okay, equals, get my curly bracket in, close my curly bracket, end it with a semicolon, and back into the curly bracket. So I'll say time times column speech mark 1, comma 1, okay, column, speech mark 1, column. Okay, what I'll do now is just to speed this up. Okay, just before I speed this up, let me just give this data grid. Let's give it a name. I'll call it GD times. Okay, now so that I can refer to it in my action script. So the data grid now has a name. Okay, let's go straight into the action script now. Back in the action script, now I have a variable here. I've declared a variable, okay, which is attached to an object, and this is what's going to happen. This is supposed to be the first part of my table. Okay, this is the second part of my code. I've actually asked the DG times to create the following column. Okay, so it's going to create approximately 13 columns for me, and this is the object. This is the following object. The GD times we actually add the following object into the table. This very object that is up here, that's the variable. Okay, and it to be added to the table itself. So the next thing I will now do is, let me just try out this and see what will happen initially. I'll run the program. That should actually create 2 columns for me. Sorry, two rows and 13 columns. So I have two rows, and altogether I have 13 columns. So I will now have 2, 3, 4, up to 12 right there. Here I have a times. I think I need to increase the size of this. So let's increase the size of that to maybe 20 or 25. So let's go back into the code. So let's say that'll be G 3 times dot columns equals, square bracket 0, square bracket dot width equals, let me make that maybe 25. So let's just test this code and see what will happen. Control test. Oh, we have a problem. This very column is too small, so let me go back into my action script right here and just increase the size to about, let's say, maybe 40. Go back, come in here, control, test my scene. Okay, I think 40 is about right, though the S is not showing that much. Can always take care of that later on anyway. Okay, let me go back now and just continue with my action script so that I create the second row. That will become 2, 3, 4, and so on. So what I'll do is just to write in here, okay, and just copy all of this, paste, and then change the following. Change this to 2 and 1, and I change this to 2, and so on. I will just so just to save time, this is what I've done so far. Okay, I'll just copy and paste everything and just change it all. That's it right there. These are the variables. Okay, the first one, timetable 1, 2, 3 up to 12, and they are all objects and equals, and those are the values that should go in the objects. Okay, there they are. Okay, showing the timetable, you can tell that 12 multiplied by 12 is 144, and so on. Okay, and on the next line here, this is my heading for the table, and here I've actually declared the width of each column. The very first column is now 40. Maybe I should change that to about maybe 40, 44. The second column, and so on up to the 13th column, they are all 20. Now I've now added my object into my DataGrid, and there it is. Okay, and that's how it's done, guys. It's very easy. You can always maybe improve on this, do whatever you like with it. Okay, that's how it's done. So I'm just going to run the program now and just see how it works, and that'll be all for now. Let's just run the program and see how it works. Okay, control, test save. Okay, there we are. Multiplication of whole numbers using DataGrid. Okay, 7 multiplied by 6 is 42. 7 multiplied by 7 is 47. 12 multiplied by 12, 144, and so on, guys. It's very easy. Okay, good luck, and whatever improvement you can make on this, please let me know. You have a nice day now. Bye.